Okay, we're going to start taping. And you're going to get a bunch of tape with your kit. Okay, I have to keep redoing this, so I'm just taping it lightly and not very well. But it'll work. Yours should come out nicer. Okay, now this works a lot better if you have 2 hands to help you, which would give you 4. So you can see what I'm doing. I'm lining it up right on the edge, right on the pencil line. And that means all your pieces are going to fit together okay. So I'm going to do the 2 sides. Okay, the more carefully we do this, the better the corners will fit. But it's not a real big deal. Okay, now, you see, we're up, okay? Now we're going to do the back piece. And make sure that that's going to fit. Pretty good. And we're going to tape that one. Now, this is the part where if you have somebody else around that can help, it would be wonderful, because it's kind of hard to hold up the pieces and tape them at the same time. But you just do the best you can. Like I said, if you've got somebody that can help, that would be great. Okay. You're taping it on the inside, kind of because there's a good possibility that if you tried taping it on the outside, it would tear the paint off, and it's definitely going to show. So this way, it doesn't show, and it's all okay. Okay. Not great, but we're working on it. Now remember, this is a fairy house, so this is going to be out in the woods. So, little odds and ends, like maybe your corners don't meet great, not going to be a problem. If your paint is stripy on the sides, it just makes it look a little more rustic and natural. Now this is the tricky one, because you're going to have to get down inside there. I'm just going to kind of quick stick, just so that you can see what I'm doing. Okay. So there you go. If you tape it on one side first, then line it up and stick the back on. Okay. Now comes the fun part. It's starting to look like a house. And that's what we're going to do. This is the reason why we cut these flaps. We bent the flaps. See how that makes it line up with the peak? That's what you're going to do. And there it is. Basically, that is your fairy house. So, fun part. One of the other really tricky parts, you're going to have to stick some glue or tape, which is the tape you'll get, and put it on the flap and hope that you can get it to stick. This I did. So that's okay. The other side's going to be a little trickier. So basically, there's your fairy house. Now, if I were you, I would tape it a lot better. I would also use some of the brown paint or the green or both to do the ground around the house. I would also paint, just with the paint, and believe me, it's unbelievable what you could do with a Q-tip. But I would use a Q-tip and do another window here, maybe a window or two on each side, and it's going to look a lot more like a house. Okay? So basically, you have a fairy house that's going to be out in the woods, and it's going to be so cute, and it's going to be yours. We could do this a lot smaller. It may look cuter, but the problem with that is that you can't get your hands in there to do the work. So this will actually work a lot better. Okay.